What?
Side quest.
Kart King of the Coast. For the first time, the mission takes you beyond Seoul. Leave the city immediately and head to Ganghwa Seaside Resort, because making it there in time is part of the challenge. At the mountain kart track, you have 3 runs to overtake at least 10 racers in total. Choose your lines wisely and make every move count. Complete the challenge and you may return to Seoul as the Kart King of the Coast. Good luck.
Oh no. I know what the car is for.
Today it's still dark outside. I've just got woken up by the first side quest of today. It's 5 a.m. and now I have to go to Seoul Station to pick up my car to go then to the Ganghwa Seaside Resort, right? And have to do some, I don't know, mountain karting. We will see when we get there, but first we go to Seoul Station and that's very, very fast to pick up our car and hit the road before the traffic starts. So let's go. Okay, I'm now in the car on the way to the Ganghwa Seaside Resort, I think. Let's go. First time driving in South Korea. So, set 2D driving and then we are off.
Turn left.
Okay, here's the deal. I've never driven in South Korea and I'm a little bit afraid because I'm not used to the traffic. However, we will go on a highway, so I think we will be good by then.
In a minute, make a U-turn.
I hope weather today will be nice. The forecast several days ago said that it will be rainy. It wouldn't have been possible to even attempt this quest. However, it seems today it's possible to attempt. Luckily, I won all of my side quests yesterday to get this car. Otherwise, attempting the side quest would be much more challenging, as going to the seaside resort by bus takes a little bit more time. Unfortunately, the sunrise is in the back. I don't really see it while driving. I can only see it a little bit in the mirrors. It looks great. But next time I have to drive in the other direction. But while I'm driving very carefully now, later on at a seaside resort, I will be careful too, right? But then I have to win, so I have to be fast, and I will not obey any speed limits. Of course I will do it in a safe way, but I will be fast, and I have to be fast, because I need this point. Okay, now I should not mess up. I will already go on the right lane, because in 1 kilometer I have to exit this motorway. Now speed up. Okay. 16. Okay, and now we will cross the Han River. Okay, there's a toll gate in 1.2 kilometers. Toll gate ahead, and now it all comes down to this. Can I hit the right lane and pay the toll? I don't know how a toll gate looks like in South Korea and how to pay this. I will figure it out when we are there. 안녕하세요. 감사합니다. Seems I successfully paid the toll. I have a receipt and I can go out. So it seems it worked. Well, there are 22 kilometers left. Until now, it worked out pretty good. I'm on a blue lane, but I have to go to the pink lane. There is a pink lane. I love this. Is there a place to pay? there's something.
Continue straight until
Okay.
you hear the next
So it seems I
instruction.
have to take this slip here and maybe pay somewhere else. So, okay. We figure it out. So, let's go.
In 4 kilometers.
Okay, there are 10 kilometers left. It's about a 15-minute drive. We are almost there. I did some research before I went into the car and looked at the area, and it seems that there's also some observation point where I could see the ocean. Would be very nice when there is now a nice sunrise this morning to have a look at the ocean. I'm looking forward to that. But I have to focus because I'm here on a side quest, right? I have to prepare for the race. I have to stay focused. And when we are there, we have enough time to think about a strategy how to win. I will first inspect the track. I will see how the karts look like and what possibilities we have. Now we are on this bridge crossing what seems to be the ocean. And now we have to find free parking spot.
Destination.
There will be our parking spot. Okay, done. We are here. Let's get out and explore.
This is my Hyundai Avante, which brought me here to the Ganghwa Seaside Resort. And I have to say, even if it's one of the cheapest options you can get, it feels quite luxurious and it was a pretty nice ride. I can only recommend this car.
Since I'm here 2 hours before this actually opens, I'm alone and that gives me some time to explore. And I just found this map here. And here we can see that we can take the cable car, which starts just behind me here. And then there are 2 routes to choose. There's the blue one, which goes down here, and there's the red one, which goes down here, right? Currently, I don't know if there are any big difference in speed or something like that. And for the sake of the side quest, it doesn't matter if I take the one or the other, because we have to overtake. Let's check out how the carts actually look like. It seems that these are the carts which I can use to go down the hill later on. Okay, when we want to go fast, we have to pull it, I think, to the front. The question is, how do we steer? Okay, we can turn the steering wheel and hopefully this will then turn also some wheels and help us to steer. Sun is coming out, that's pretty nice. And here's the finish line. I can see that there are different lanes and every time I arrive here, the points count. When I'm in this final lane, then it's done, right? So the actual finish line is there, right? And after crossing this point, it doesn't count anymore if I overtake somebody. From start until this finish line. We will do several runs and then we will check the totals and see if I can fulfill this side quest.
Maybe some update on the weather. It's not raining, the clouds are not so promising. However, I think currently it's perfect racing conditions. It's warm. However, it's not too warm because the sun is not out. As long as it's not raining, I think this would be the perfect conditions for the race. I just hope that the weather will just stay exactly like it is. And then nothing can go wrong, right? The other contestants are arriving slowly and nobody of them knows that they will take part in the side quest of Project Side Quest. Hopefully this will work out. And my plan is to be last and then go as fast as I can. Currently there are not so many people here. I have to be very, very careful that I start really at the last place and that I get up speed very fast. I'm not sure how fast the others will be and how easy it is to control the cars. We will see after the first run and then I think I will have a better picture of how this will turn out later on.
I'm now in the cable car, ready for the first attempt. Down there you can already see the tracks. Like I said before, there are 2 kinds of tracks. It seems there's the oceanside track and there's the other track, right? I want to go for the oceanside first because the name implies that I can see the ocean. It would be nice to do so. However, of course, this quest is not about the views, it's about the overtakes. It's about to win. Just a few moments ago, several drivers arrived. There are more than 10 already. That's good, right? There are plenty of people to overtake. The question is, can I do it or not? We will see. After the first ride, I think we know more. Let's get to the top. It's already here. Right here with the cable car is not very long. But the view is amazing from here, right? I can see the ocean. There's also an observatory on top of the mountain. I think I can also go there later and check this out. But first, I have to concentrate on the race. So I will now concentrate, try to calm down and make me ready for the race. And do the first attempt. And maybe I can already overtake 10 people in the first attempt then. Would be a piece of cake, right? Let's do it.
Okay, and he is off. The first racers are already on the track. They are moving very slowly, but the track is narrow and there is no opportunity to overtake yet. Our contestant is starting very cautiously. If he does not take more risks and find a gap soon, he could lose this quest already in the first few corners. He starts way too carefully. This is a serious race for a side quest point, not a Sunday walk. It seems that on this straight, it might be possible. Can he accelerate and find a gap to overtake? He goes for the first one and makes the overtake. And there go number 2 and 3 as well. Now he has some space to accelerate, but can he catch the other racers who are already several corners ahead? 26 kilometers per hour. Impressive speed already. And the next racers are just ahead in the distance. But will it be enough to catch them? The opponent braked too hard. He closes the gap and goes around the outside. And the next racer is already waiting ahead. And there goes number 5. The track now seems empty, and the question is, can he catch up to more contestants? Remember, he can only earn points through overtakes. Nobody ahead. He takes the corner quite slowly. With this pace, it will be hard to catch up. Now through a tunnel, and still no other racers on the track. He has already earned half of the necessary points in this first run, and there are still 2 runs left. He takes the next corner tight. However, still no other racers in sight. Either he is already in front, or he is too slow to catch up. Now, on the straight, he can accelerate. Already over 30 kilometers per hour. Now 34, a new personal record. Now, he has to brake hard to get through the next corner without leaving the track. And out of the corner, he accelerates again. The next corner is sharp, hard braking, taking a tight line. Still no other racers in sight, accelerating again. A steep section now, incredible acceleration here, ignoring the slow sign and still building speed. Already 40, now 43, a new personal track record. Next corner, fast and tight. It seems the contestant is getting used to the cart and the track. The first run is almost over, and it seems there are no racers left to overtake. However, the contestant is clearly on fire. Based on the driving we have seen, it will not be easy for the other racers to stay ahead.
It's possible to overtake. I have 5 out of 10 already. But the problem is, I need contestants on the road. There are 2 less people on the road. I need more. Let's go up again and do the second attempt.
While in the cable car again, on the way up for the second attempt, maybe some sounds on the first one. It's possible to overtake, actually. It says it's not allowed, but I did it safely. And especially at the first time, there are people waiting and they're very, very slow. I think it's not a big problem to overtake safely, right? I don't do it recklessly. I try to do it very, very gentle. Now, when we are up at the second attempt, it's again very important that there are people on the track. So I need contestants. That's the key. I overtook 5, but there haven't been more on the track. That's the issue. I have to make sure that there are more people on the track. I need another 5. I have 2 more attempts. If I overtake now also 5 in the second attempt, I am already done. It's possible to end this already here. And that's the plan. That has to be the plan. I always have to choose the line where there are more people. So I would also like to ride on the other course. However, when there are no other people, I can't do it, right? I have to choose the line where there's more people to overtake, and then just go from there.
The second run starts. 5 overtakes are needed to finish this side quest and earn the side quest point. And there are already the first 2 racers of this run overtaken, plus 2 more, only 3 more to go. He is closing in on the next racer at high speed, but has to brake hard as the race officials slow down the field in this narrow section. The overtaking attempt has to be aborted. A very slow section now. The main task is not to go too fast and risk disqualification by the race officials before the side quest point is earned. The race is back on, and there is the first overtake immediately. No hesitation, he is in full attack mode. There is the next racer, and he can already feel that something fast is coming. And number 9 is done. Only 1 overtake left to win this side quest. However, the track seems empty. Are there more contestants ahead to finish the side quest in this run? Again at high speed on this straight, far ahead in the next corner seems to be the next racer to overtake. He has to keep up the speed to catch him. And there is the last racer. That makes it 10 and even 11. Side quest fulfilled. Everything that follows now is just a victory run. What a performance. 3 runs, 10 overtakes. You only needed 2. In the end, it was not about speed, but about opportunity. You stayed patient, took every chance that appeared, and finished the job with control. You can now proudly call yourself the Kart King of the Coast.
After finishing the side quest, I have still the third run left. I will go now on the fast route, don't need to overtake anybody, and just enjoy the ride. Or should I go back to Seoul fast, because there are 3 side quests left today? Whatever, I will ride first.
Okay, now we are off. And I think now we have the track for ourselves. And now it's high speed time on this high speed track, right? Until somebody slows us down. I think they're getting a little bit bumpy over here, but nice cornering. And now slow down a little bit and get this corner tight. Yeah, and through the corner. Don't know this track yet. Okay, just checking if my mobile phone is still there. Mobile phone is still there, okay. Now, woohoo! Okay, big corner. So I think having this track for myself is much better. Don't have to overtake. Oh, wet. Okay, through water maybe. Okay, through the water. So when going into the corner with too much speed, then you are on 2 wheels. Okay, now here. It's a little bit more demanding now. Okay, let's get bumpy again. But slow down in front of the corner. Okay.
Going to the corner. So there seems no stuff slowing anybody down on this track. This is the more advanced. I think we are already close to the finish line. So before going back to Seoul, let's pull the next side quest in case I have to do something outside of Seoul. Let's do it.
Side quest.
The spirit of Hongdae. Your next side quest drops you into the heart of Hongdae. This is where the city plays louder, laughs harder, and creates without fear. To master this district, you must become part of its spirit by completing 3 mini missions. Win a prize from a claw machine, capture your funniest moment in a selfie booth and leave it on the wall. Then find a street performance and stay for 1 full song. Complete everything within 60 minutes and you earn a bonus point. Good luck!
Okay, Hongdae. It's Saturday afternoon, so it should be possible. But first get back to Seoul and figure it out from there, right? Let's go. I've just arrived at Hongdae and let's talk about this side quest. There's 3 things we have to do. Snap a funny picture, which is kind of easy. Then attend a live music performance. I'm not sure if there is any because it's very, very hot, but we will see if we can figure this out. And get something from a claw machine. And I really don't like that. I hate claw machines. But I think we will start with that. Do the hard things first. And I almost forgot to talk about this. We also get the bonus point if we achieve this in less than an hour. It's now 2 o'clock and we have to finish it by 3 o'clock. 1 hour to achieve all of the 3 things. And like I said, the hardest part is really the claw machine. And even if I do now have to do this, I don't support it. I think it's just a big scam. Don't do it, Red. I will do it now for the side quest, but I don't support this at all. Let's figure out if it's even possible. I think it will be possible. It would just cost a lot of money. There are various options of what you could do. There are several stores with claw machines, and I will check them out and we will find the ones which I think are the most promising, where the chances of winning are very good. And I think chances of winning has something to do also with the proportions of the things you can get out and the claw itself. The strategy for now is to find something where this proportion looks very easy. Also, I think the shape and the material, the thing we want to get out of, also has a big impact on how good this will work or not. That's my main focus now, and not actually what I want to have. It's more like what can we get, right? Because we need the point, or at least part of the point. Okay, here's one. Let's go in and check it out. It's very cool in here. Okay, so let's check the first ones. Okay, there is a lot of things to grab. I like the Sean the sheep, but also this rabbit looks promising. Let's check what they have. I think we should not go for this big one. I think the big ones are hard. We will start with something small. One game is 501, okay. Maybe we also run out of points. I think the first ones look actually pretty good. The sheeps, they have a lot of stuff at them which could just stick in the claw. Okay, there's more back here. I don't want to have anything round or paper boxy. Okay, this could be something. Okay, somebody won. Maybe we should also check where other people win. This would be maybe an option. Maybe we just try the sheep then. We have to start somewhere. I would start with the sheep and then get a feel for that. Let's take a sound. Then we have 2 games. Let's start the first 2 games. Okay, that almost worked. Maybe we try that one, which is very close. Okay, failed too. But I want to put in another bill. If it does not work, we will switch the machine. Okay, let's start again. You see, that's what I'm talking about. It seems like a total scam. Because actually the claw should get it, but it doesn't. Like I said, we will switch machine. Okay, let's try this one. It looks like it could fall down. We just placed it there. Just try it. Just try to let it fall down. Okay, like we just saw. Does not work. Maybe we try the other one. It also looked like it could fall down. Another bill. Okay, now we try to go for this blue one here. No. What we just saw is these round things don't work at all. The question is if tactic is even the right thing, because it's just a scam, right? You're not supposed to win. It's not supposed to work, but somehow we have to beat it. Okay, I will try the monkey with one bill. But if the monkey does not work, we will switch shops. Okay, monkey, our lucky monkey, first part of the first point done. We still have around 50 minutes left, and we've already achieved one of the hardest parts. I think another hard part is the live music. I'm not sure if with this hot weather there is actually a live performance today. But we already have the monkey. I also feel like a monkey putting in so much money for... Yeah, I really don't recommend claw machines, right? You know that. Okay, next thing is we have to do a silly picture, right? Let's search for a place where we can take a picture. And I want to have a place where I can take very stupid pictures. There's something. Hey, they have some stupid statue, I think. Let's go in and get the second part. Okay, now the question is, what is the most stupid stuff we can get? This is kind of good. I guess this is even better. It seems it can't get worse than that, right? I have to wait until someone turns, because here it does not count. Let's do this. And get the second part. Okay. So let's make it stupid. That's the mission. I'm going all in. Let's go. And now the grand finale. Why am I going to... Okay. So. More. Okay, then redo it. Just for the point, but just for the point. Okay. Almost forgot to take the ears off. Wait, here, right? Okay, so I think we place it here, so it's one where you can see when you exit. Maybe we need a second strap to fix it for eternity. Okay, now there it is. The main task is not complete yet because I didn't attend a live performance yet. So I have to find a live performance, and it seems like there will be some. So I will walk to there and then check, and maybe we can finish off this side quest. So just from here it seems that the live performance is actually more some kind of practice. Practice does not count, so they have to play a full song and I have to attend the full song. Otherwise, it will not count. If they're just practicing, it does not count. So I will go there, check it out. It looks like a live performance to me. So this could be the final step to the point. And they have to play another song, otherwise it doesn't count. Okay, so let's observe it from here. It looks kind of practice to me. They're not satisfied. They're just. So now the question is, will they play another song? Otherwise, I cannot get the point. I have to attend a full song. Even if it was practice, it was actually a full song, but I haven't been there. So if they would practice another full song, it would count. Play another song for Project Side Quest, right? Maybe I ask them to play the theme song for Project Side Quest. You heard me. Okay, let's start it. Will this be a full song or not?
Sunrise lights a distant street. Voices hum where cultures meet. Every corner holds surprise. We grow beneath expanding skies. Heartbeat pounding, feet alive. Urban rhythms marking time. Project Side Quest drums declare. Step beyond the lines we dare. Challenge taken, heart so where we rise again through side quest. Project Side Quest drums declare. Step beyond the lines we dare. Challenge taken, heart so where we rise again through side quest.
Okay, that was it. Full song, attended in Hongdae. I want something from a claw machine. I took a silly picture and now I've attended a full song of a street performance.
You complained the whole time about how claw machines are a scam and still walked away with a monkey in your hands. You put on purple bunny ears just for the mission, then got so comfortable you almost left Hongdae wearing them. And in the burning afternoon heat, you stood through a full live performance, not cheering, not dancing, just enduring it to get the job done. All completed within 60 minutes. Bonus points secured.
It's 3 points already for the day, and I think time is running. We need more points, right? Let's find a place where we can pull the next side quest. Since there are not many good side places to pull side quests in Hongdae, but we'll just do it here. Let's pull the next side quest.
Side quest.
Seoul's most dangerous man. You proved you are the fastest on the coast. In Hongdae, you showed your luck, your humor, your presence. Now the question is, can you become the most dangerous man in Seoul? Head to a shooting range and choose 2 different firearms. With both, you must hit the center of the target. 2 weapons, 2 bullseyes. Good luck.
Fire or real fire? How should I do that? I first have to do some research, right? If it's even possible, and where? Okay, it seems there is some place in Myeongdong where it's possible. However, when I want to buy ticket, it says not for foreigners. So like always, I think, just go there and figure it out. The hard part is not only to get in and just shoot, but to actually hit the target. Because I've never shot a real firearm. Straight to Myeongdong, figure it out. So it seems I've found it. That's only Koreans. I'm really not sure if foreigners can do that. I will go in and check. Maybe before I go in, some words on the tactics. In case I'm allowed to shoot, right? Then I will ask for the weapon which is the most easiest to aim. I will not choose the most fancy one or the coolest one. It's about a side quest point, right? We have to win. It only matters that I hit the target.
Before this challenge could begin, there was a process. Inside the range, the first step was choosing a package. To film the experience, it had to include 5 different weapons. Selection made, then came the briefing. Strict safety instructions, step by step. Body armor on, vest secured, target set, and then it started.
I have been to the Korean shooting club, and I actually was allowed to shoot firearms. I could compete in the side quest. The question is, did I fulfill the side quest? And maybe due to my smile, you know I did. To make proof of it, to have a video, I had to take a package where I had to fire different firearms. Here are the results. With this firearm, I've hit the target several times. Now the next one, this was the main target and I hit it every time. I got a score of 100. Then this one was very hard, but I hit the target one time. I think it was Desert Eagle or something like that. Yeah, the Desert Eagle. And got a score of 82. But the goal was to hit the target, right? And here I got a score of 100. So I've hit the target every time. And with that one, I hit the target once, twice. I think this is also on target, right? I got a score of 95. That means with every gun and every attempt, I've hit the target at least once, which means side quest fulfilled. Thank you.
The mission was clear. Choose 2 weapons and hit the center with both. But you did not stop at 2. You stepped up to 5 different firearms, adapting to each one. And with every single weapon, you hit the target at least once. Different weight, different recoil, same result. Control. What was meant to be a test became a demonstration. You did not just complete the side quest, you exceeded it. And because you over-delivered, you can now proudly call yourself Seoul's most dangerous man.
Current score is 4 out of 4, but that is not enough. I need more, and that's why I have to pull the next side quest.
Side quest.
The Streamwalker. This morning you proved you are fast. In Hongdae, you showed your luck. At the shooting range, you stayed calm and hit your target. Now, the question changes. When the adrenaline fades and your legs grow heavy, do you still move forward, follow the Cheonggyecheon stream, and walk it all the way to Cheonggye Plaza? This is about finishing when you are tired, about iron will over comfort. Bonus point. Every time you have the chance to cross the stream, you must take it. Change sides again and again, making the journey harder than it needs to be. Good luck.
The Cheonggyecheon stream. It's a beautiful place, right? But the distance will be hard. And I think it's very annoying to every time cross the stream when there's a possibility, because I guess there are a lot of possibilities. And now it's about 31 degrees. It's very, very hot. I will not attempt it now. Let's do it, but do it in the evening. See you there. Now it's time to start the last side quest of the day, and that is walking from here near Dongdaemun to the other side of the Cheonggyecheon stream to the waterfall. To also attempt the bonus quest, I have to cross the stream every time when there's a possibility. For example, like there where you can step on the stones to get on the other side. The biggest issue, I think, is that I'm already very tired. I'm not sure if I can make it till the end. And I think it's very annoying that I have always to cross the river. I don't know how many times it will happen. Let's see. And just to remind you, currently I have 4 points. So if I would finish now, I would still get a side effect and not a side boost. I have to do this, and I also have to attempt the bonus quest because that's the rules, right? Let's go hit the stream. Final quest of the day, and I'm off. I'm on the way now, and I can already see the first place where I have to cross. Let's do this. So first crossing was successful. See you. A next possibility to cross, right? So while I'm walking, maybe some information. It will be around the 1 hour walk, I think. And there's the next possibility to cross the river. I will do it. And again, those stones. I hope I will not fall in. Otherwise, bonus point already gone. Let's go. I don't really like that because it's very, very steep, but I have to do it. Let's go down. So next river crossing successful. I hope it will not be in this frequency because then I'm only walking left and right and don't make any progression so far the final goal. There's the next river crossing opportunity ahead. Let's go on the other side. On the one hand, I like this side quest because it's just doing, right? There's no strategy whatsoever. Just do it and then you get the points. It's just that you have to put in the effort, right? You have to be willing to put in the effort and then you will get the points. I like the side quest where it can also come up with some strategy and make it easier. I like them more. However, this is something like easy points, right? Of course, there are things which can go wrong. Maybe I can fall in the water, and then I think I would lose both points because I would not continue. Technically, I would only lose the bonus point. However, yeah, what's the case in continuing then, right? I just keep walking. I don't know how long it is until the end. I will also not check. I will just walk. I will see when it's done. So the only strategy I used was to not do this in the afternoon when it has been this hot, and instead doing it in the evening. It wouldn't have been possible in the afternoon. I think I wouldn't have made it to the end. Now it's quite okay. Currently it's 27 degrees, it's still very warm. However, I think it's doable. In the sunshine, no way. But doing it in the evening had some other issues because I returned to the hotel and it was very hard to leave the hotel again and not just stay in bed and sleep till tomorrow. The motivation was a really, really big issue, but hey, it's Project Side Quest. I need the points, right? I got up again. And there's the next possibility to cross the river. See you on the other side. Even when I'm very tired, I was looking forward to coming here because it's just a great place to be in the evening and to go for a walk, because with the water and the light and the people here, it's just a very comfortable place to be, right? When I will get the points later on will be nice. However, just being here is already a win, right? It's already something like a small side boost. Just for the soul. And again, time to switch sides again. So, let's cross the stream like always. Always having to cross the stream also has the advantage that I can see the stream from both sides, right? Oh no. I have to cross it again. See you on the other side. I hope that I also don't miss any opportunities because, for example, here the next one is kind of hidden. If I would miss one and didn't cross and later recognize it, then I would also fail. But I recognize it, cross it again, see you on the other side like always. I will again switch sides soon. It kind of bothers me that I don't know how many times I have to do it and how long this will go on. But I also don't want to check. Just keep walking, just keep crossing, and then hopefully I will reach the end soon. So this is kind of tricky. There are some stones inside, but they are not for crossing. So just to be clear, when it's not the official crossing way, I will not cross. However, this makes it more difficult because I really have to pay attention if you can cross or not. Otherwise, I would lose this bonus point. So still no stone to cross. I will check for the next opportunity. But this looks nice. So there are the first musicians on the bridges, which is an indication for me that we are coming closer to the end, but I don't see it yet. I will just steady walking, and still there are a lot of fake crossings, but I can see the next real crossing, and then I will go to the other side again. There is more and more music. I think I get close to the end and close to the last 2 points for today's side quest, which means there will be a side boost again. But we will find out tomorrow what it is. I think so. But first get the points, right? Like always, don't celebrate too early. I still can fall in the water or miss some place to cross the stream. Let's see. I think it was worth pausing for this light show on the water. Very nice. But we don't have time to enjoy something like this, right? Because I'm still on a mission. Oh, there's something like a real bridge. We don't have to walk on stones. And as I remember from last year, this bridge is a good sign that there is the end. I can already see, I think, the waterfall at the end. We cross this bridge, and I don't know if there's another possibility to cross again, or if it's the last time. And we can secure the point and close the day. That would be nice. For me, then time to sleep and to get enough energy for tomorrow's side quest. But first, finish this one. Okay, now cross the bridge. Maybe for the last time. And now, the way to the finale. Some good and some bad news. The bad news is I have to cross the stream again. The good news is there is the end. And I think there are already a lot of people waiting for me to reach my goal. And it seems there's also a concert for the end of this day of Project Side Quest. So all people gathered. It's a big event in Seoul, right? So all of the fans of Project Side Quest are already waiting here, but nobody recognized me yet. That's good. Maybe I can just walk by unrecognized. Would be much easier, right? So now, the last river crossing. I crossed the river successfully the last time. There's no more crossing till the end. And now I will just walk to the finish line, which is the waterfall. And the music is already playing for me reaching the goal. Thanks, guys. Doing a great job, right? Playing the background music for Project Side Quest. Okay, and now the last meters. The waterfall is the finish line, so I think when I go up the stairs, then I've reached successfully the finish line. So that's all. These are the last steps to our last points. And now I'm on the stairs. Okay, I'm going up. And there is the finish line.
After speed, luck, and precision, this was about endurance. You walked the Cheonggyecheon all the way to Cheonggye Plaza, pushing forward even as the day caught up with you. The quest is complete. You crossed the stream again and again, choosing the harder path and aiming for the bonus point. But there was one bridge you did not take. The walk stands. The bonus does not. Because of that single oversight, your side boost will be reduced. Tomorrow, you will face the consequences.
And again, exhausted, warm. And I used a lot of energy. Project Side Quest. Next day, done. And I'm waiting for tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Good night.
It seems you really liked the bunny ears. What was meant as a side effect might have felt more like a reward. The rule would have been simple. Bunny ears on, from sunrise until sunset. But today, it will not happen. Enough points were earned. The penalty never activates. Still remember this. In your last quest, you celebrated too early. You are still in the side boost zone. But that mistake will reduce tomorrow's boost. You will not know how. Not yet. But when it is revealed, you might remember this moment.